What's up, Power Ranger fans? OGP hanging out with you after a crazy weekend at LA Comic Con 2022. It was a blast, a crazy weekend, and we got some great footage to look at from Amy Jo Johnson's panel where she did talk about JDF a little bit. So you want to check this out. This is a great panel. I had so much fun watching her, and I hope you enjoy it. Before we get into it, would you hit that thumbs up button for me? I'd really appreciate it if you would. And if you haven't, subscribe already if you enjoy hanging out with me a little bit from time to time. It'd be cool. If you're not, hey, whatever, it's all good. But here you go. Thumbs up if you would. Check this out. Amy Jo Johnson, LA Comic Con 2022. Enjoy.
Yes, but I see some Power Rangers fans out there. If you're a Power Rangers fan, make some noise! Looking good, you look amazing. Well, obviously you've been highly anticipating this next panel. Now, for all of my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers fans, we have the one and only Amy Jo Johnson. She was in the iconic series, as you know, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Julie Emmerich on the critically acclaimed series Felicity, and Jules Callahan on the award-winning Canadian series Flashpoint. Give it up for Amy Jo Johnson!
I think I came up a little bit too early.
What do I do?
That's okay though. How are you guys? Aw, look at all you. The costumes are beautiful. I love it. Hi. Oh.
I don't think I got an intro,
sorry,
but that's okay.
You didn't get an intro.
Y'all had enough of me yesterday, it's fine.
How's it going? Thank you for being patient today at my table. I appreciate it. Yeah, here we are. I'm gonna take my coat off. Sit down, hang out, stay a while.
Take your time, Amy.
I'm
We're all
ready.
here
What's
for
up?
you. I'm Jonathan London for Geekscape, and I'm excited to talk to you. I've never actually met you, Amy. I've met a lot of the people who are up here on the main stage, and oh, hey, hi, it's like a big hangout party back there. But when people found out that I was moderating a conversation with you, they really got excited.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about just that role you played in the original team.
Yeah, that was my first job I ever had.
A lot of people grew up with.
Did you guys know that? Actually, that's not true. My first job I ever had was scooping ice cream when I was in 6th grade. No, yeah, 6th grade. No, but my first acting job was Power Rangers. I went to school in New York when I was 19 to 20. Then I followed a boy across country to Los Angeles. This is very embarrassing to say, but I didn't realize that Hollywood was in Los Angeles. I know.
It was like its own town in your head. You're like,
it was so convenient when I got here. I was like, oh my God, this is great. But I literally drove, I guess on the 10, like pretty much a lot of the way. Does the 10 go all the way?
Yeah, the 10 will take you
Drove
right.
the 10 all the way to the ocean. Put my feet in the sand, and I was like, but on my way to the ocean, I saw the Hollywood sign, and I got really excited. Anyway, 6 months later, I left because I was like, I don't know if this is working for me.
The relationship or the career?
Oh, we broke up. I broke up with the boy. He went back to Texas, and I was here alone, and I was taking this commercial workshop class from this woman named Katie Wallens. So that was my only sort of thing that I had going on for me with acting. But I just sort of was like, I don't know if this is working. And so the night before I moved back to Cape Cod, where I'm from, I met this man in the Hollywood Diner. His name was Walter Rainey, and he was my mentor for the last 30 years. He passed away about a year ago. But he told me, he was like, you have it, you have what it takes. And I was like, and I literally moved home, and within 2 weeks moved back because he filled my ego and made me believe in myself. And Katie Wallen said, hey, I'm auditioning for this series. Do you wanna come out? And it's a kid's show. And I know you're a gymnast. So I said, okay. So I went and auditioned, and I got the part. And then I had no idea that like 30 years later, I'd be, you know, I had I mean, you guys were children then. Did you have any idea that like the longevity of how special the show is and how, well, it's you guys that make the show special actually, really, if you really think about it. Right? Just like the love that you have for those characters is mind-blowing to me. It's really beautiful. So I really thank you.
I always get my timing wrong, so if David was here, he would definitely be correcting me, but he's not here, so I'm just gonna go with my own timeline. We flew to Hawaii. Have you guys heard this story before? That's okay. So they flew us to Hawaii, and they had no idea how popular the show was. Nobody did, except for the children. Right. Anyway, so we landed in Hawaii, and they announced it on the radio. And when the plane landed, I think there was over 10,000 people in that airport waiting outside and inside. And it was me, Jason, and David. And I just remember getting off the plane and then getting onto the, I don't know, into the airport. And you know how when you go to Hawaii, they lay you. So they started laying us. No security again. Just getting laid and getting laid and getting laid and getting laid, and to the point that we're walking and JDF is right in front of me, and we got laid so much. I just remember Jason turning around and looking at me, and all I see are his eyes.
He looked like a Furby.
Because there was so many flowers up on top of him, and his eyes were just like, and I was like, oh my god. He loved it though, because then we got outside, and I just remember it was swarms of people, and we got in the limo, and then he climbed on the roof of the limo. We were driving through the swarms of people, and he was just he was like, he was awesome. Anyway, we almost were laid to death.
That's incredible. And
It was crazy.
And is it as immediate? Was it as immediate as we were thinking? Like, you are thinking, you moved to Texas, or you moved to Cape Cod, you kind of recharge your engines, you come back, you land the role, and was it that immediate that the world changed?
No, God, no. So I landed the role, and then we had a whole year, right, of shooting the pilot first, and then in January we started shooting the actual series. I think Jason, JDF, was cast. He came in on the 14th episode. You guys probably know better than I do, but so he came in before the show's been aired. So we shot for a whole year, just about, and then it aired, and I think like 3 or 4 weeks later, we went and did this thing at Universal Studios, which people know about, where we got there, and I don't know how many people that theater holds, like 4,000, 3,000? We had to do like 7 shows that day, because they closed down the highway. There were so many people going to see us at the amphitheater.
That's insane.
I had nightmares that night. I did. I had nightmares that there was going to be nuclear war. I think it was very intense for all of us who were not famous. We just first break, and then suddenly pink spandex on national television. There we go.
For the first time in my life, I've realized what an autograph holds. Because I didn't get it. I was like, oh, people want autographs. They want my autograph. But every time someone would come up with something signed by JDF, it buzzed with this like energy that he had touched that. And it just, I was like, I get it. Oh my God, I suddenly get it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And so thank you for all of your love.
That is something to be grateful for.
Yeah. And so I've written in the past 2 years during the pandemic, I've written a couple scripts. One is a sort of sexy thriller. And then another one is a love story. And both of those, it takes forever to get a movie off the ground, but I'm working very hard to get both of those movies off the ground. So that's what I'm up to next. So
We are cheering for you, Amy.
Thank you.
And on screen, we're gonna see you on screen, maybe?
No.
That's
Didn't you hear me? No.
That is we're totally cool with it. And once a Ranger, always a Ranger, so we're good with it. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what you're writing and directing. That's what I told you that's what I'm so excited about.
Oh, thank you. And he's a director too, by the way.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was amazing getting to watch Amy Jo Johnson talk about a bunch of different things, but, you know, including JDF. And we all know that she would have talked about him more, except it probably would have brought her to tears, and she would not have been able to get through that panel. We know this, so it's all good. But, man, just getting to sit there and watch her for a little bit was amazing. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, whatever time it is you're watching this, and you all take care. Go, Power Rangers!